Hello, Bossy World. We're going to boxing block center. Former undisputed heavyweight king of the world, Lennox Lewis, has stated that Deontay Wilder deserved a 40% pause split in the matchup against Anthony Joshua. The reason being that Wilder brings a lot of interest, that without Wilder, Joshua cannot make the fight happen. So both fighters need each other. Well, it is quite logical that both fighters need each other in terms of making a fight happen. That's very logical. On the other hand, you look at the financial power of Anthony Joshua and you look at the financial power of Deontay Wilder, is not even close, okay? Lennox Lewis is a legend of the sport of boxing, no doubt about that. He remains the last undisputed heavyweight king. Nobody can dispute it. But on the other hand, we all know the reason why Lennox Lewis went to America. Because at that time Lennox Lewis was fighting, nobody in America took him serious. We all know that. He had to go to America to make his name in the sport of boxing. You know, and the money at that time was in America. And he wasn't getting a lot of love from the UK fans. Frank Bruno was the one that got a lot of love from the UK fans. Frank Bruno was loved and is still loved today. Lennox Lewis didn't get the same attention Frank Bruno was getting in the UK. Lennox Lewis represented Canada in the Olympics. You get that? So, let's keep things very real right here. I'm not trying to diss a legend, but I'm just trying to point out the hypocrisy Lennox Lewis has shown. So, he's been trying to convince Anthony Joshua to go to America, that he needs America to become a huge star. And the so-called top dog American heavyweight right now, which is Deontay Wilder, looking at his financial power, is not even close to that of Anthony Joshua, who is more globally known than Deontay Wilder. Well, Deontay Wilder is never known in his community. Deontay Wilder is not even known in his own community. He's only known by a few. Maybe street boys, you know what I mean? So, yeah, we all know that Alabama is very huge. America is a huge country. America is a very rich country. But let's not forget that America, there are also very poor people there. You know, because me having family members that live there, they tell me a lot of stuff. It's not paradise, you know. There are some places you go, you say, is this America? You're surprised. So, in everywhere around the world, there's bad and good place. But let's forget about it. Let's talk about this. Lennox Lewis comment. Deontay, what in my opinion, don't deserve a 40% pause split. Joshua has 4 belts. Some people don't include the IBO because they say it's not legit enough. Listen, a belt is a belt. You get me? Klitschko held that belt, the IBO belt. So I also count it's 4 belts. Yeah, that's what I say. I don't say 3 belts, 4 belts. The IBO included. And Deontay Wilder has just 1 belt. People call it the most prestigious belt. I call it the most corrupt belt. You know, that the BBC belt used to be the most prestigious belt when Muhammad Ali had it, like Mike Tyson, those legends. But right now, we all have seen what the BBC is all about. It's about protecting the American interest. They have been protecting Wilder for a long time. They have never given Wilder a top challenge. Who was Wilder fought since he had a belt? Who has he fought? He defended the belt against bombs. Let's be sincere right here. Let's keep it real. Wilder defended that belt against bombs. Luis Ortiz wasn't mandatory for Wilder. He wasn't. He was... Deontay Wilder was forced to fight Luis Ortiz by the boxing fans. He had no choice than to take that fight. And he took that fight against a 59 years old Luis Ortiz. Look what happened. Wilder was about to be stopped in the 7th round before he got saved by the referee. We all know that. We all know that. Let's keep it real. So Lennox Lewis, I respect you. You're a legend. But I think you're wrong. And America right now is not the center of the world. The UK is a margin. Boxing is growing faster in the UK right now. And the boxing atmosphere in the UK is much more entertaining than the one in America. No doubt about that. So, Deontay Wilder, in my opinion, deserve a 30%, maybe 25%. Let's just say give him 30% if we come to percentages. But I don't think Eddie Hearn will do that. If he liked or if he wants to pity Wilder, he might do that. But Wilder, in my opinion, don't deserve a 40% split. He only has one belt. And if we should then bring this down mathematically, Wilder will just be, or I'll be getting 20% or 25%, even 15%. That's it for that, guys. Like the video, share, give your thoughts below. Do you agree with Lennox Lewis or you disagree? Like the video, and of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Cheers, everyone.